Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. And today we're going to be talking about some of the most limited edition comics there was for the Zero Point Fortnite.
Yeah.
You can see Rob's sweet hollow on his desk there. That looks so sweet right there.
Yeah,
I've got
I gotta get this one graded, bro.
I've got one laid out right here too for us to look at.
Yeah,
I don't think this is gonna be a long episode, but we just wanted
yeah.
to kind of break down some of the information we have on these.
Hmm.
If you haven't checked out the Zero Point Fortnite comics, you have to. You have to, and it's the
Yes.
only place to get like the true lore,
Yeah.
the true
Yeah.
story of Fortnite. I think they're going to continue doing this. They're going to release
Hmm.
like the really fine details of the story inside the comics or shows or movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you get tiny bits while playing the game,
Yeah.
but without the comics, you don't really know anything.
Right. And it's crazy because I told Dylan that I was gonna reread the comic because I had the hardcover, so and I have two of these, so I just wanted to reread it. And I mean, the artwork, the storyline, and everything in this is perfect, man. It tells you a lot about how the Fortnite world and the game, the battle royale, actually operates, and kind of how you look at it and the perspectives. So it helps you if you don't understand that. And I just think overall they did a great job with it.
Yeah, I mean, the way they explained 100 people fighting to the death
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over again was
yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
Um, it actually made a lot of sense, and I didn't expect that.
And they kind of played on it like it could have went a couple different ways, but when Batman said the muscle memory, like it just
Hmm.
goes on to like, you just I mean, when you start building and you understand how to do 90s or A, B, and C like that, like it's natural muscle memory. You get on the game and it just flows. So I thought that was nice that they kind of threw that in there. And then we got a feature from Dylan's dog.
Could y'all hear him?
Yeah, he was just letting us know he liked the Batman 0 point as well.
He's actually asleep over there having dreams. My bad, y'all.
No, he's good.
So so we want to go into a little bit. That's the Zero Point. Rob went over the story of like how it related to the game, which was pretty cool. Um, so here's three different variations. So this is issue one.
Hmm.
It also came out in two other colors.
Hmm.
One was all black with a Batman, and the other one had a couple other characters. This was my favorite,
Yeah.
and I think this is going to be the most important issue
Hmm.
because it also came out with these limited edition variants.
Yeah.
Like
The
so,
Batman Day. Yeah.
yeah. So there was a Batman special, a special Batman Day or something,
Hmm.
and they released a version of this that was super cheap. So and it says like up here, it says something different. It says like special Batman Day.
Yeah.
I think were they 25 cents? Is that what they were?
Well, my comic book shop, they were free, but they might have
Oh
been
yeah,
25 cents. Yeah, it was free. I believe it was free for
I,
Batman Day. Yeah. Yeah.
it's free to the customers, but I think it costs
Right.
the
Probably cost
store
them. Yeah.
to right and to buy them. I'm not 100% sure on how that worked
Yeah.
out, but for a comic book store to get one of these white ones,
Uh-huh.
was it?
1 out of 25, right?
Yeah,
Or
so
was
they
it?
had to,
Yeah.
I think so 25. So they had to order 25 of these yellows
Hmm.
to get one of these.
Right.
To get one of these holographic comics, they had to order 500
500.
of
Yeah.
these yellow ones.
So on top of that, before we moved on, so my local comic book shop where I got all of my Batman Fortnite, they thought that they ordered enough to get the monofoil. So originally, I went in there that Saturday to pick up my monofoil because they usually put them to the side for me. And I come in there, he just like shakes his head. He was like, "We didn't order enough." He was like, "We didn't know it was 500. We thought it was 150, A, B, and C." So I ended up getting it. What was it, Dylan? Maybe 2 months, 3 months later at this
Hmm.
point. But I had to get one, and then we started podcasting, and Dylan has it graded behind his head, and I'm just looking at it like how at how beautiful it is. So, long story short, a lot of comic book places might have thought they made the cut and they didn't. I'm pretty sure they know, but yeah, specifically mine fell short. So just keep that in mind. It was a lot of comics to buy to get that one.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of misinformation.
Hmm.
Matt from or AKA Bob from his YouTube
Yeah.
videos, we were talking and he said it was hard. He was calling so many shops trying to find them, and a lot of them
Yeah.
didn't have them. So
Hmm.
I actually bought this one on eBay before I got this graded one,
Yeah.
and I bought it early, like right when they first posted there, like it was like coming soon or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess they had ordered enough. They were gonna get one since they had the pre-sale up. So I
Yeah.
went ahead and ordered it.
Yeah.
It took a couple months, and I started reaching out to the guy, and he was like, "I'm sorry, something happened. It's like they weren't getting shipped out like we thought they were. I'm gonna
Hmm.
try to find you a copy, even if I have to buy one from
Yeah.
somebody." Um, then I saw this 9.8 go on eBay for 300. It was the first one, and I was like, it's pretty sweet, $300. Okay, I'll do it. I'll grab it.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed it, and man, did they start going up in price after that?
Yeah.
One was listed at 400.
Yeah.
I offered 300. He denied it, and someone bought it. So I would have had two 9.8s.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah.
man, and so now they're like, I think a 9.8 is going for about 1,800 now.
Yeah.
That was the last
Yeah.
price.
And like even like my father was a comic book collector growing up, so he has one of the monofoils, and he got his. I believe he got his at for 120 because he. So it was obviously only one at the comic book shop. So I thought I was getting it. So he was like, "All right, I'll just buy it for resale." And he actually came out on top on that one. He paid way cheaper than I did. So yeah, it shot up pretty fast. Like I was surprised that it went over 100 as quick as it did. And then once again, this is not for you to go try to buy one or investment advice or anything like that. This is just pure, we were talking about the car. We talk about the cars so much, but the comic books are very sustainable. They're very blue chip and they're just amazing overall. Like they're just great collecting pieces. Like the monofoil is beautiful in my opinion.
Yeah, I really liked it. There's a lot of people who are really enjoying this comic. I think there's about 10 graded,
Yeah.
and there's theories going around that there's like maybe 200 of these out there.
Hmm.
Um, I mean that's pretty possible based off what I've seen. There's none on eBay.
Yeah.
I think one finally popped up, but it has a scratch on it, and it's like 800.
Hmm.
Um, which is fair because I mean I think Raw. What do you think these are going for Raw now? I'm not sure. So I mean I paid right like I said pre-ordered like I paid somewhere
Yeah.
like 125 or something like that.
Yeah.
When I pre-ordered it. But like I said, the guy said it was hard to get. There
Yeah.
was some kind of miscommunication. I don't know if I had to talk to Matt some more. Look at AKA Bog's videos if you can search him on YouTube. Because he went into detail and his theory made a lot of sense. But because he was looking for it, and something about the ordering form got messed up,
Yeah.
and not a lot of comic books could even order it. Um, so it's a
But
really, 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 really
that's interesting because that's like my comic book shop said that they thought they made the cut. Or they
mhm.
thought, like it was, I guess, like it was a miscommunication or something that happened, but they was like, we definitely thought we were getting this one in. I don't know. It's interesting though, so it might be a
Yeah, because they did. I mean, 0.1 did have a sketch variant that was
yeah,
1 in 150 or something.
yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know where the miscommunication was.
because
Um, but it seems super super hard to get.
then there's like it's this one, the
Yeah, yours is a little bright. I think I have mine.
yeah, yeah,
Let me see if I can grab it.
I got the also. So this one also has a lot of people's favorite characters on it as well.
What I really like about this one. I'm gonna try to zoom in on here so that you guys can see. Down the sides here, it has different people's names, the
Yeah,
characters written in sketch, so they remember who they are.
I like that.
I thought that was really cool.
It's some great ones in here, and it's funny because they have Paradigm in here. I think this is Paradigm because they don't have her name on here. I don't know which one this is. Is that's not Singularity, right? It's right next to the left of Pilly. Is
Oh,
is that Paradigm?
that I think that's paired. Um,
Paradigm, whatever you say, Paradigm.
it
Yeah.
might it might not be. Look, it might be like one of those other like. And look, you can see her lips.
Can you?
Yeah, right where her mouth is supposed to be. There's
Oh
like an
yeah, you
opening.
can. No, that's not.
I don't think that's either of them.
So then you have. I mean, I like that they have Bandoiler on here. That's one of my favorite skins. Raptor.
There we got Skull Trooper, Drift.
Is that elite? Is that elite agent under Pilly?
Yeah, I thought I saw.
Right next to Pilly's.
Well,
Yeah,
we have to remember that these are artistic drawings, so that
yeah,
could be the one that you were talking about before. Could be Paradigm,
right.
and because that could be Elite Agent. What makes
It
me think
look.
it's Elite Agent is the pattern on her leg,
Yeah,
because the helmet doesn't match,
right.
but the pattern kind of does. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's still that's probably one of my favorite ones.
Listen, one thing you can guarantee is on anything that happens, Pilly, Cuddle Team Leader, and most of the time,
Raven.
Raptor, Raven, Bright Bomber. Bright Bomber's not on this one, but there's Drift. There's a couple that is consistently in rotation. You definitely can't deny that.
So yeah, like just off the top of the head, like almost always, even like so if you look in this comic,
Yeah,
Huddle Team Leader, Bright Bomber, um,
Raptor.
Raptor, Fish Sticks. I mean, you see those very often.
Yeah.
Um, that's very true. And why is that?
Why is that? Like it's just like it's just always, and it's for when it comes to like especially Cuddle Team Leader and Bright Bomber and used to be Rex. They've it's always been like anytime Fortnite started to do the promotions or
Mm-hmm.
use it, they've always been, especially Cuddle Team Leader and like Raptor and stuff like that. So that's
And I'm sure some of it is just like they're really marketable,
yeah,
but I think for sure that some of these there's a deeper meaning. Whenever I look at anything Donald Mustard does,
yeah,
it's years in advance. I was this is a little off topic, but I was going through some older like season what do you call them, trailers,
yeah. I
and
love doing that.
yeah, in chapter 1 season 10, the
Mhm.
trailer, um I think it was season 10, was that with the big comet, the big meteor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So as they're falling, this shield, it falls past him,
Hmm.
and it's the eternal night shield from season 12, 2 seasons later.
2 seasons later.
The female knight. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Which is a very dope skin to be honest. But yeah,
It didn't get used very much. I think that's
yeah,
going to have a similar effect. If that is coming as a card. That card
yeah.
will be in Series 3. I think it's more similar to like Ultimate Knight ish.
For sure. Like it's a
It's not very
subcategory.
popular. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool looking, but it never got like super popular. But that shield was 2 seasons earlier,
Hmm.
a whole different map earlier, to
Yeah,
be exact,
yeah.
right? So that's how far. And like, for those who don't play the game, I mean, that can be 3 to 6 months. That can be like 6
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
I guess that was at the beginning, so that was like 9 months.
9 months, yeah. Because you had to go 2 full seasons and then yeah,
Because
about 9 months.
they were about 3 months. I mean, who knows? We'll say like 3 to 7 months, and that's how far just for a back bling.
Uh-huh.
They teased a back bling seven
Uh-huh.
months early. So I mean, they're pretty good at foreshadowing. Is that
Yeah,
the right term?
yeah,
Um, so those are really good. Looking at the covers and looking at those characters you see often is a really good take. But back to these. This is a super rare comic. I like this because it's the first official full series comic. They did the
yeah.
short run of the Nexus War, which is a great
Uh-huh.
one to get to. But I think the hollow is gonna be the most hardest to get for the 0 point. Next would be, I mean, I really like the yellow cover for
Yeah.
one. For the, if you're looking at the variants, I like the yellow one. I mean, I have all of them, so
Yeah.
I've been stacking up the yellow one. I just think it's closest to Fortnite. I mean, you have the battle bus. It relates the most to Fortnite.
Yeah, it has the true color scheme of what Fortnite is. It really does.
And since they did these other variants for it, the one of 25 and then the one of 500,
Yeah.
that's super important. Back to this one, this rare one. Just so you guys don't get confused, there is a colored version of this.
Yes. Yes.
And the colored version, interesting enough, is issue number 2. This is issue number 6, which is the sketch variant.
Yeah.
Which is kind of confusing.
It is.
Right? Why didn't they go for number 2? But I think this works out for us collectors because guess who makes their first appearance in this comic? Do you remember?
And this one?
Mm-hmm. And
No.
number 6. And I had it up and now I'm blanking on her name. Oh, Sloan.
Yes, when we did the yeah.
Dr. Sloan, who is like
Yeah.
the first like real Fortnite villain who has
Yeah.
gone through several Fortnite seasons and still been a villain.
Yeah.
She makes her first appearance in this in the back where she's working with other villains. So I think issue number 6 is pretty interesting in the fact, and since this is a 1 of 150, meaning that the comic book store had to order 150 of, I guess, issue number 6 to get one of these.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's interesting and pretty good that this was a limited one. I still don't know why they used this cover though,
Right.
for number 6.
Yeah.
But I found that interesting. I mean, I really like the sketch variants.
Yeah, the sketch variants is sweet.
I mean, and I don't want. I mean, as we're getting past those, since we're talking about limited variants, so we have the 1 of 150, 1 of 500, 1 of 25. This one's just plain different variant.
Yeah.
The other one you should be looking at for variant wise is, my opinion. This is just my opinion. This is the one I like. The Foundation comic. This was a 1 of 25 also, and this was drawn by Donald Mustard.
Yes.
So this was another one where they had to order 25 to get one of these. And then I think that's all of the Fortnite ones. There you go. I found it. This is the 1 per store variant.
Oh yeah.
I believe it was 1 per store.
Black Widow.
And what I like about this one is, again, you have Bright Bomber, like Rob said, you see her a lot. But behind them is actually the agency.
Yes.
Which is super interesting, and it even has some kind of like agency logo there, which I think is going to play a big part whenever they do a Midas story, or an IO story, and they just talk more about it.
The first comic could possibly be the 7 verse IO.
Well, I mean, there's, I don't know if it was more. The first, what do you mean by first comic?
Like the first official Fortnite comic.
There's already official Fortnite comic. You may be the first.
What's the first official Fortnite comic?
Well, the first official Fortnite comic would be the Nexus War, I would say.
Well,
it's inside the issue, and then the first official run of comic would be 0 point.
Yeah, but I mean, based off of
and then Foundation. I would say it'd be, if they did that, it'd be Foundation is the first. I would say this is the first character one because they even have his name on the title.
See, but I would factor that more as first. I mean, it is Foundation. That is the first one, but
and Batman makes a cameo on it, but it's all about the Foundation. Right. Maybe if it's the 7 versus the IO, it'll be the first Fortnite exclusive, maybe. Like, there's no partnership, you mean? Is that what you're...
Yeah, like, because, I mean, you was...
There's no...
nothing to draw in strictly
like
another audience, like because
this one says
Batman, yeah,
DC, Batman,
right,
Fortnite.
yeah,
hmm
yeah,
And the 0 point and the Marvel ones, the
yeah,
covers
yeah,
was Fortnite Marvel
right,
partnership, right?
yeah. So the first one that I
The
guess
first
the
standalone,
standalone, yeah,
first
yeah,
Fortnite standalone comic. Yeah,
yeah.
that would be a good one. And so you think it's gonna be the 7, meaning it's the
I think
foundation?
so, yeah, because I think so. I was reading something, and I actually want to talk about this in a different one. I was reading. There's a Twitter page called the Timeless Order, and they're the ones that Fortnite gave a nod to, like, how are y'all figuring these things out? Like, they did it early, but they were talking about how the possible seven, like the seven and the IO storyline, not technically end, but they transcend into a different storyline and start building the seven and the IO in like actual comics and movies. So like
Yeah.
they finish it in game and then they go into another, like you said before, like another segment of the story of the Fortnite world or the Fortnite universe.
Well, what the comics are able to do is they can tell the whole story of the Foundation, when the
Yes.
Foundation joined the 7, when he met them, when he met the 0 point,
Yes.
when he figured all that out, right?
Uh-huh.
So this comics can go deep into that without messing
Yeah.
with the game.
Yeah. Because so it's weird because like so this Dr. Sloan and there she's gonna find her way back by the end of the season with the drills and everything like
hmm
that. And it's looking like there is gonna be a standoff between the seven and IO. And
And if you're looking for
yeah,
Dr. Sloan, this is her first appearance, and this is gonna be the hardest book to come find.
yeah. And if you want to actually see it, it's better to just buy this
Yeah.
and actually just, read it that way and keep the other one sealed.
And by this, there's a hardcover
Yeah.
full book for 0 point. It
And
tells the whole
it's
story.
about what, $25, 26.
Yeah, I think I got mine for like 14 on eBay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the
So
retail is like 24.99, but you can
yeah.
find them cheaper on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good reading copy.
Yeah. So that I
Um,
mean, and I think that's what's going to be really interesting. Like you said, so you have the foundation, and they're going to branch off of that probably so many different times. Like he is clearly they went through all of the seven characters and everybody that and they came to okay, this is the one, and it doesn't hurt that The Rock is playing the foundation. So
it helps a lot,
yeah, yeah. So
and I
that's
mean,
super important.
this is like flying under the radar that this is a
Yes.
foundation. Like this
Yeah.
isn't about Batman, and I think some of the Batman comic people think this is
Right.
Batman's comic,
Yeah. And
and
it's the
it's not.
foundation. Yeah.
The Fortnite 0 point, that was Batman's comic in Fortnite.
Hmm.
This is a Fortnite comic with Batman visiting it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And that's interesting you say that because one is true, and on top of that, it's like almost like okay, this is the branch off. Like what I mean? We've done
hmm
A, B, and C. Now this is the foundation, and then we'll go after that. The only thing is, Batman is Donald Mustard's favorite superhero. So just by default, we may see more Batman comics just based off of that being a factor. But
Well, we kind of have to because we
yeah,
didn't really finish with what's his name the Batman Who Laughs.
the
Really,
Batman Who Laughs, right?
he escaped on the Fortnite Island, right? And that's the last we
Yeah,
heard of it.
man.
So I
So
mean, there's still more Batman to come, but this is definitely a foundation comic. This
yes,
is the Fortnite, and I mean, Batman played a part in it, but it
yeah,
was really about Fortnite, and we learned the most about Fortnite.
uh-huh.
Um, I have to
Because did
reread this
you?
one.
Yeah, because you open, and that is you are. What'd you say? How many did you say you have? You said you had what?
So for this version, because
Yeah,
I have
you
the other
said
ones too. So I
yeah,
have, and I can pull those ones out too. I have this, but I don't know. I mean, people like those different prints, but I'm more of a. All right, here's my read copy. Found it. So I opened up this one to read,
yeah,
to get the Batman Who Laughs. Um,
yeah. Because this one has a bag.
so this is my read copy. I mean, you just learn so much about You learn so much about Sue, and this is before we knew he was the Rock too,
Yeah.
or the Rock's playing him anyway. So he fights Batman, and then he tells Batman that he's been protecting the 0 Point since before Batman was alive.
Yeah.
So he kind of fights, but you can see this is all about the Foundation.
Foundation, right?
I'm gonna have to read this again because he does the Batman Who Laughs does escape into the Fortnite universe, and they don't really explain it, except for here where he kills Tomato Head.
Tomato Head. Yeah.
But he's on the Fortnite island, so Tomato Head's not dead. He's just looped. So like in the 0 Point, Fish Sticks died, but he was outside of the loop. So I don't know if that means he's dead or if there's only loop versions left.
Yeah.
I don't really know how that works.
Which is something good to still find out.
Yeah, exactly. You like this cover a lot, right?
Yeah, I love that cover. That is one of the dopest covers to me.
Yeah, see, my favorite is the 1 of 25.
Yeah.
I like that cartoony style more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't deny that that's not pretty.
See, because I like
crazy.
how I like how when you first look at it, you don't notice Batman versus the Foundation.
Yeah.
Because it's sitting on his spikes, and then when you see that, it's like, yeah, that's.
And I have the other version here too. There's this one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. You can see them fighting.
Yeah, that's dope.
So what I do like about these are these other variants. What I do like about the Foundation suit right here is blue. So in Fortnite right now, he has another style where the whole suit is black with the red.
Yeah.
And I have to say that looks it looks like that.
There you go. You said it again. We knew this whole time. That's crazy.
So they released this style. I just thought this was just a representation.
Yeah.
With the color. But they released this style in the Fortnite recently as a second style. So if you don't know, it's normally like this like dark blue.
Yeah.
But like in the now his second style is like black, which I think looks better. It looks better in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Get these all confused. Sorry, I'm in the middle of organizing and figuring out how many of each I want. So, I mean, that's about how many of these covers I have. And then I have about 15 or 16 of the 1 of 25s.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that I'm going after. I'm not saying that you guys should. That's just the ones that I'm targeting.
Yeah. And also, let us know, like, what do you feel about the comics? Are you collecting the comics? Have you read them? Kind of where you fall when it comes to the Fortnite comics, whether it's the Marvel or the Batman or the Foundation standalone.
Yeah, and are you opening them or leaving them sealed?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out which ones I'm going to send them to be graded. Some of the corners look a little damaged for me.
Yeah. I'm definitely sending in all the sketch versions for sure. And then obviously the hollow. I have to get more of those. I'm probably going to get more of those as soon as we get off of this, just in case. But yeah.
Oh, which these ones?
No, the Foundation.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one a lot. I mean, I think we have time. I don't think they're just going to spike up. But what do I know? Things spike up all the time.
Nah, yeah. I think the thing is, what I love about the comic books is that it feels like collecting. It doesn't feel like you're rushed to do anything, or it's like like you're missing out on anything. It's just it feels more pure collection type thing.
Yeah, we got time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Fortnite cards blow up so fast as soon as they release. They're like super
Yeah,
expensive. But with comics, people don't know if a character is gonna last. I mean,
yeah,
we know this character is gonna last.
yeah. I'm so
Um,
that's crazy you caught that. That's literally the black suit. That's nuts. Like, and how long has that been out? That's been out for what, 2, 3 months?
yeah, since this November,
November, yeah.
it's
Crazy.
February. So November, December, January, February. So 4 months, right?
Yep,
And we just found out this week about this style.
yep. Like literally
And I
what?
literally just said that right in the
Wednesday.
video that
Yeah.
they foreshadow things all the time.
And long behold, right there.
I mean, it could be a coincidence and it's just the coloring, but
Nope.
I'm I'm,
That's is nope. That's
I'm
the
I'm pretty sure like that was intentional.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm excited for more Foundation stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan until I became a fan until I read
See, and
it.
that's the thing. Like I think Visitor is better than people think, and I'm waiting for him. Just like when we found out who Foundation was. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't compare Foundation and Visitor, but I think Visitor is dope as
I
well.
mean, so take like the metal skins away, right? Like that's the Rock into there.
Exactly.
He's gonna be a badass character in any kind of
Yeah.
movie or show he makes, right?
Yeah.
The
And
visitor, a visitor could give you like a Deadpool impression. I don't know. Like,
for
he could be.
sure.
You don't know his personality yet, really.
Yeah.
And
And
if they get black variants or if they can change the color of their suit,
yeah,
then that suit's gonna look a lot better, in my
for
opinion.
sure. Because you gotta think about it. Realistically, Singularity has the paradigm suit. Uh
I just thought of something. I know you're in the middle of a thought.
no, go ahead.
So there's all this talk about Star Wars. There
Uh-huh.
may be a Star Wars season, a whole Star Wars season coming up,
Does the comics come
and,
out?
and there's Star Wars comics,
Yeah, that
and
dude. Yeah.
his suit, these suits are high tech, and they kind of remind me of like Star Wars esque.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I don't know.
That's interesting. I mean, it could, and the thing is, you gotta always factor in, like, I always tell people, like, okay, if it was you and your business, right, you're gonna try to get your favorite collaborations off first. And he's big on Batman, he's big on Star Wars, 100%. We know that for a fact. So
Yeah,
that possibly could be next. And
he's
I wouldn't
chasing
be
his
mad at it.
dreams through Fortnite.
Through Fortnite, 100%.
I
We're
will
watching
say
it unfold.
I will say I'm pretty crazy. I was pretty crazy that they did. So they brought Batman into
Hmm.
Fortnite and made it about him. Then
Yeah,
they brought Fortnite into the Batman world and made it about Fortnite.
right.
I mean, I would like for them to do a Fortnite only next.
Yes. And
That it
then,
makes sense that
yeah.
why they would do it like that. They kind of
Hmm.
balanced it up and to get more readers
Yeah,
because they understand that if it's just a Fortnite comic, it may not get that many readers.
exactly.
Like they understand that. That's interesting. So will they go for a Star Wars
See,
comic next, or
I'm
go
not gonna
standalone?
I'm not gonna lie. So this is the triple threat that you could cover all your bases based off of what you said and what I said last week, right? So if you happen to do Star Wars and then you close it with Spider-Man, you've covered all your bases. And then you go into your world just like that. You got Star
Hmm.
Wars, you have DC with Batman, and obviously, the Superman, but that's besides the point. You got Batman, Star Wars, and if you do Spider-Man, you've covered some major bases to go into your world.
Yeah, my only problem with Spider-Man is I feel like they should have already done something now.
Right,
But who knows?
because you don't
I could be
yeah,
wrong, but I feel like because to time it with the movie and everything, and with him being in the game.
but do you wanna I guess you wouldn't be competing because it's still Spider-Man. I
But
guess, like, did they want their own
but
I don't know.
you know what? I'm actually thinking about this differently. I think it's a long tail thing. I think they're just trying to gain readers
Mhm.
by putting the stories to what they're already reading, which is a
Right,
brilliant idea, right?
right,
So
right.
like they want to keep releasing stuff so people's like, oh yeah, I love it when they do Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
And then Fortnite comes with their own, it's like, okay, I'll read it and give it a
See,
shot. I
and
think that's smart marketing.
for
I think
sure,
that's what they're doing.
And then it comes to the point that we talked about a couple times as well, right? So when it comes to like, obviously with it, like singers and artists, like they just did the marshmallow thing, but it's gonna get to a point where it's like, you are gonna want your character to experience the Fortnite world. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna want, like, let's say Deadpool. You will want your favorite character to have his experience in
Hmm.
that Fortnite world. Like seeing a Deadpool comic would be with his
Stop,
wittiness
stop.
and his,
That
oh
would
man,
be
it
hilarious.
would be amazing, bro. Like, and especially like with like somebody like Cuddle Team Leader and just like him being confused of why, Cuddle, just things like that. You know how he would respond
I
uh
want, I
to
want,
the
I want,
sarcasm.
I want a Deadpool Fortnite collab again.
Yeah,
But like, I don't care if it's a movie.
yeah,
If they do a Marvel Fortnite movie,
yeah.
I want it to be Deadpool.
Oh, for sure.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. One,
But I mean,
especially because the carefree that you can do with it, like, and
and
him already being
he
in a
would make
battle
it so he would
pass.
make it so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
It's like goddamn banana was exploding
Yeah,
in.
like he would make it hilarious.
That would be a funny movie.
So
That if they do a Fortnite movie,
mhm.
forget The Rock.
I'm
I
taking. Oh yes,
I
100%.
want a Deadpool Fortnite movie
Yeah,
now.
one hundred percent, one
Now that
hundred
you
percent.
said that, and actually, you're onto something. They did the Batman collab.
Yes,
Wasn't the very next one Deadpool for
I
Marvel?
think so. Because I think that, yeah, I'm almost positive it was.
And it was so long after they did the Batman collab that they did the comic. Man, if they do a Deadpool one,
Yo,
that that would be
that'd
cool.
be, yeah, yeah.
I'd be down. I'd be down for that one.
Because
He has a
it's
movie
just,
coming out.
I'm
They're
interested.
they're working on another
Yeah, I
movie.
seen that.
Deadpool.
I seen that. So you know that that's gonna rotate back around 100%. They don't ever miss that opportunity just in game. I'm
Hmm.
just I'm very interested in seeing the direction they take with the comic books because there's so many ways you can go. And it's like not even factoring in that you're consistently telling your story in game. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
And these are just the collab ones because I think they're gonna have to tell these character stories on standalone,
Yeah,
right?
you have
I
to.
think, yeah, and so I can't wait for those. So there's a lot of first appearances that I'm trying to match.
So based off of what we just talked about and us putting our heads together, the best thing for them to do marketing wise is probably cover those bases, whether it's Spider-Man or Deadpool when it comes to that side. And Star Wars, if you get those demographics to even give it a chance, like you was talking about, like a reader
Well,
that has,
I never read Star Wars.
right, never,
I would read the Star Wars comics.
you would get me
Yeah,
100%.
you would get me. Yeah, for sure. I'd
Yep,
be in there.
yep. And it's, so that's interesting in itself. Like,
I'm calling now. I'm thinking either Star Wars or Deadpool next.
I'll say Star Wars, hopefully Deadpool, and possibly Spider-Man. I'll take those. That's good.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know what they're
definitely
doing Spider-Man yet. I can't wrap my head around how they would. But
because
but then again, the comics were a little bit off timeline wise.
yes, that's what, yeah, right,
They were
right.
off, and like they never explained in game what happened to
Hmm.
um the Batman Who Laughs.
Right.
So maybe they're leaving up for another edition of Foundation. I don't know. Sorry, yawning.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've
We've
been
been
putting out
trying to
some
do this
videos tonight,
content. Yeah,
but man, now that's got me excited. I know everybody's excited for Series 3 Fortnite cards,
which
but
we are too.
we
But
are too. We had to give some love to some of these comics that are flying under the
yes,
radar.
yeah.
Some of the Fortnite cards are super expensive, and they're
Hmm.
still comics that you can grab.
And you
They're
can't
just as fun to look at.
and you can't take away how beautiful they are to display. Like, and easy. Like, when you get a graded comic, it's very easy to display. So
I was just about to make a comment, but I'm already saying I'm wrong. I was about to say that Epic Games has their hands on the comics, and like Donald Mester's drawing these, right?
right, right.
A lot of these, like he's working
Hmm.
with other artists and stuff, but they have their hand like deep in this. But and I was about to say unlike the cards, but then again, I don't think that's true.
No, it's
I think they're guiding the cards too. I think they're very specific.
yeah.
I think that maybe they got pushback from Epic Games. That might be why they delayed the Series 3.
Yeah, possibly. So I don't know. I don't even know what to expect from Series 3 anymore at this point. Like,
Me neither. They pushed it back so long. They pushed it back like 5 months.
because what happens if they happen to put new cards in there? Why would they? I wouldn't think they would, but what if they do? And it sucks that what happened with Travis Scott. I meant to say that. And I mean, we can take this out this video, whatever the case may be. But it sucks that this happened with Travis Scott because I see what they were trying to do.
Hmm.
They did with the marshmallow thing, with the like have it creating this what did he call it? The marshmallow
You talking about the new styles that just came
yeah,
out?
but he Marshmallow called it something specific like this. Like it's almost like his universe in Fortnite.
Hmm.
Like, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what Fortnite's trying to do, where you have these consistent collaborations, but it's also expanding their story in the Fortnite world.
That just got me thinking. That works so well with artists because you know how
Yes,
artists always claim they have alternate personalities.
yes,
You got
yes.
Eminem, Marshall
Yep,
Mathers, Slim
yep,
Shady. You know what I mean?
yep. Like, and it's like it was, and I'm credit to Marshmallow because his collaboration, like he got his anime style that he wanted, and he really was able to create what he envisioned his characters looking like in Fortnite, and I thought that was dope.
I just I just love that. I mean, a lot of people don't think Fortnite has a story,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, they're working hard and they're
Yes.
covering their bases on these
Yes.
stories. We've
Yes.
got so much. They've got so much good content. And I don't know. Just be vigilant. Like if you want to be a collector, if you enjoy this, like I
Yeah.
enjoy hunting for this cool stuff.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it, then don't leave out the comics.
Don't leave out the
Um,
comics.
it's just as much fun. And
Did
I'm not a long term comic collector. I never have been. I
no.
just got into the comics.
Right.
So like
And
if that's you too, then don't hesitate. Just try it slowly. They're pretty cheap still.
yeah, and I think we said this offline, so I didn't want to say this on here. And the thing is, like me and Dylan was talking about, like we followed this story from the beginning. So the fact that the comic books is coming out, like this feels like the generation before, like in '83 and '84 and set in the '70s when they were like we followed Superman, we followed Batman, Ninja Turtles,
Hmm.
Spider-Man from the beginning. So this is like they didn't miss a beat, and now we have the opportunity not to miss a beat with this new universe that's being built.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, because like
it's
like you said, a lot of those things like we saw it on TV. Like I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from cartoons,
right.
but the group before me, the age group before me, they liked it because of the comics. You know,
Yes.
same thing with X-Men. I liked it because
Yeah.
of the first movies back in like
Exactly.
2000.
Yeah.
They liked it because of the comics, and
Yeah.
now, and I could never resonate with that
Yeah.
too closely. I always
Yeah.
thought that was really cool and interesting, but now
Hmm.
we get comics that we get to read, and we know before there's a movie, before there's a
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
It's kind of like reading a book, right?
And I mean, I definitely want y'all to, at least get this book to look at how they're drawing these characters. This is not focusing on kids the way that, like, Batman and
Yeah. What
Catwoman
you
have
see,
love interest. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and
this
there's
is,
death. There's actual
and
death.
there's actual death, there's blood,
These
there's,
characters die. So the
yeah,
people in the Fortnite, I mean, they come back to life in like 20 minutes,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they're dying,
yeah, like
right?
they're
And they explain that in the comics. So
like,
this
and
is
then,
not. This is for a higher age group. Yeah, Rob.
and
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's great because I think that's the branch offs that's needed because people don't we've tried to explain mechanically how hard Fortnite is skill set wise. But adding that in there and then, taking these comic books and then you have these mature collectors in a card market. Uh I mean, the Fortnite IP is beautiful, let's just say that overall.
It the IP is the IP is so strong.
So strong.
It's so original,
Yeah,
right? And I mean I'm a fan. What can I say?
yeah,
That's probably it. I'm a big fan. So
there you go. So
and that's why we have this show, right? It's just to talk
mhm,
about how much we love this stuff and to share all the tips, secrets, and tricks that we find.
yeah,
Because like I'm saying, They put secrets in here
Yes,
everywhere, like the black
everywhere.
suit.
The black suit was sitting right in front of our face, and
This
we're waiting for it to be revealed.
not only is this his first appearance, this is the first appearance of the black suit.
Yes,
So they have like the
yes.
Spider-Man first appearance of his black suit. Well, here you go. Foundation's
And
first appearance black suit.
it's. Did you see the loading screen for the FNCS
I haven't seen the loading screen. I saw the new logo I sent
with
you.
the skin you like? I just forgot her name. What's her name?
Marlo
Marlo and
from.
the foundation, and Marlo's holding the FNCS pickaxe, but the loading screen is so dope, bro. Like
I'm about to
it
look it
is,
up. I'm about to look it
yo,
up right now so I can give
literally,
you a
like
live
I meant
reaction.
to send you that. Like the loading screen is so dope. I'm like, I just want this to be in like Fortnite Reloaded so bad. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like with her holding that pickaxe, it was too sweet. Like
I'm
I
trying to
was
figure
like,
out where I can find it. Let me see.
I'm about to hold on. I'll go to my. Let's see.
I'm telling you, these loading screens are so cool. I want a Clombo, the dinosaur one.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Like I really want him. You seen that loading screen that I'm talking about
Yeah,
with him?
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've even seen some on Instagram of people like fan made ones.
Now I gotta find it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's hard to find somehow.
Where did I see that?
Epic Games maybe.
Maybe hold on. Let's see.
Oh, who is that? Oh, never mind. Fortnite. Go to FNCS. The Mellowverse. That's what it was called.
Mellowverse, I could not think of that for nothing.
Yeah, I just found it for you.
All right, fine.
Well, we were gonna look for. I'm gonna have to look for it later, guys. I don't
Yeah.
know if we're gonna be able to find it. But I do like that Marlowe skin for sure.
Yeah.
All right, before this gets too long, I think we should end it here,
Yeah.
and you can send to me offline.
Yeah, definitely end it. I
But
got it.
definitely go through all these guys and look at the variant editions. Those are the ones I'm most after. So
Yeah.
and hit us up in the comments. Tell us what your favorite comic was, what your favorite character was, their first appearance. If you have a favorite character, that's what I would do, is go through their
Yeah.
finder, and that'd be her first appearance in comic. So or a first
For
cameo.
sure.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next time, probably this Friday.
Yes.
Tune in for a
This
live.
Friday.
So
Another live. The best ones.
all right, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, have a good one.